Good morning. It's Gina Wendell here for another Fill You In Friday. I did miss the last couple of weeks. I was traveling, attending some conferences and different meetings, but I'm back and I'm going to try to fill you in on all the things you missed. I want to start off by saying that October is National School Principals Month. And I remember when I started my first teaching job at Prescott High School, Tommy Morrison was my principal there. Learned a lot from him. Most recently, my principal was the late Dr. Brad Gist, and I learned a lot from him as well. When I was a student and when I first started teaching, principals were kind of thought of as behavior managers. They managed the behavior of students and adults, making sure that students were behaving. But that role has really transformed and become more of principals as lead learners in the building. You know, helping, working elbow to elbow with their teachers and their instructional staff, making sure that every child in their building is learning and is growing. And I think that that's really exciting. So we appreciate all the work that school principals do for us every day. There was a governor's proclamation that recently went out declaring October as National School Principals Month. We can link that up for you. And we have a little bit of some social media buzz going on around that as well that will give you the opportunity to tag a principal and tell about a principal that has had an impact in your life. One of the most important conversations that principals have been having recently has been around information found in My School Info. School letter grades, ESSA school index reports, and the at-a-glance reports were recently released to the public. And we know that principals and building leadership teams, district leadership teams across the state are diving into this data and looking at how they can ensure that every student in their building is learning and is growing. But it's not just available for administrators. Teachers can log into this site. It's a public site, myschoolinfo.arkansas.gov. You simply type in the name of the school that you want to see, click the green button. You can also search by district, and this is available to anyone. If you are a parent, if you are a business owner, if you're a school board member, if you work in an institution of higher education, whatever your role may be in Arkansas, if you want to know how specific schools are achieving and areas that they are excelling and also areas where there is needed growth, this is a great website. We're so proud of it. It's reached over 1 million hits now. People are really delving into data and not just examining the data, but they're taking action on what that data is telling them. They are making decisions based on what they're seeing in these portals. So it's not just a static piece about numbers. This is really driving people to those best practices to make a difference in the lives of kids. So those were two things you might have missed that I wanted to mention. And I do want to wrap up with a shout out to our school principals. I read a report not long ago that it was one of the top most stressful jobs in the nation. But having worked very closely with school principals all my life, I can tell you it's one of the most rewarding and fulfilling jobs in the nation as well. So we want to tell all those men and women out there who are serving as principals, as assistant principals, we support you and we appreciate the work that you are doing every day. So, as always, thanks for watching. Happy Friday.